most of these penalties coming from minors dealing with rolling the balls out of the warehouse. Teams, remember, watch those balls, watch your freight, make sure to keep everything in your warehouse.
And Innovatics has taken. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. That's what I was gonna say. They just bumped into the lead at 87-02. Just got into the lead with that match there.
However, it looks like
let's bump over to McHenry, where they are about to wrap up their autonomous period.
Yeah, on the topic of Innovatics, actually, it looks like they've played all 5 of their matches. However, Redstone Mechanics, the team in second place, has yet to play 2 of their matches right now. So I think the rankings could change up a little bit after the next 3 matches in Virginia.
Yeah, definitely.
And in McHenry, it looks like, the shared shipping hub just got rotated.
Yeah. Yeah, 94-45 just rotated that. So that's depending on where the refs see that point, that might end up in it.
The refs took it. They are currently sitting at -8.
Oh, yep.
That shared shipping hub, they're a lot less lenient on compared to the private hub.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say about this year's event, setup and breakdown is very easy.
That's true. We're looking at the blue lines. 9445 is actually going over the barrier to get to their alliance hub, which I think is a very good strategy for them, especially since it seems like their alliance partner is sort of blocking the way a little bit in taking, even though they both have small bots. 9445 being able to still go over the barrier when their alliance partner is taking up that gap is very beneficial for them.
9445 seems to be moving slowly at first for a minute. 8395 clearing the entire field, going back and forth for those high goals. Nobody seems to want the carousel as we're approaching the end of endgame. I spoke too soon. 8395 is going for it with 15 seconds left on the clock. How much can they put up?
Like a lot of their ducks are falling off.
Yeah, it looks like it's important to not, jump that carousel too fast. They start rolling off of there. You gotta kind of ramp up your speed as you're getting around that.
Yeah, definitely. But I think this is one of the places where programming can be a huge help because it's probably really hard for the drivers to get the exact speed manually.
Yeah, for sure. To be able to program up that, I'm just going to hold this button and it's going to ramp it up nicely, spin it around, and then you stop and then do it again. Yeah, having that programming is going to be really nice for people.
Now, one thing that I will say though, I definitely, just looking at Twitch chat and looking at what Twitch chat is talking about, I definitely am glad that it's not bolted down. I like that it can move, just because it does add to that driver control portion. But speaking of things that are bolted down, that score is bolted down, being 68-48 in favor of the Red Alliance, with a 22-point autonomous to a 16-point autonomous, a 22-point driver control to a 26-point driver control, and a 24-point endgame to a 36-point endgame, with that 30-point penalty unfortunately heading towards the Blue Alliance.